RVBN, The Rich Video Blog Network, home to weekly NFL predictions, great personality profiles about sports stars, professional wrestlers, TV stars and actresses, professional wrestling video blogs about stories, angles, characters, and old pay-per-view results. Sports video blogs including the NBA, NHL, Major League Baseball, and the NFL, and entertainment video blogs about television series, movies, radio stations, television stations, and cable networks, and more. RVBN, Billerica, Massachusetts. Good evening, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your third and final video blog second and final video blog of the night for Sunday, November 27th, 2016, around 8:18 in the evening in Billerica, Massachusetts. It's about 37 degrees. Got a lot of sunshine today. Tomorrow's going to be a little warmer in the mid-40s, and Tuesday through Thursday, 50s, but a chance of rain showers, some of it very significant. Some news to report on the RVBN News. Why the New England Patriots beat the New York Jets by the score of 22-17. Another come-from-behind victory by the Patriots. Tom Brady has 200 wins as an NFL quarterback, so congratulations to him. He's now part of the 60,000 passing yard for his career. And the Boston Bruins beat the Tampa Bay Lightning by a score 4-1 today at a matinee at the TD Garden. And that's about it on news from the RVBN News. Why Be back in a flash for my second final video blog of the day, which will be about the Undertaker's WWE career Part 2 from November 1996 through September 1999. This is when he kind of modified the deadman gimmick and make it a little more realistic. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Bunny guy. Molly Roseblood of WCCO. Roxanne has nice legs. Elizabeth is so stunning. She's the best. Amy Sweezy's awesome Amy. Linda Church of WPIX Channel 11. Such a rocking cougars. She got the best legs. New York City Banan. Bobby Gibbs of ABC 11 has a sweet southern accent. Best with legs in Raleigh, North Carolina. And Red and Claire of WHCH Channel 7. It's so sweet, and she's got the best legs in Boston. 7 cute leggy blondes. In 2017, I'm going to interview all 7 of them. I guarantee you that. I'm back. My second and final video blog subject of the night is about the Undertaker's WW career. This is part 2 from November 1996 through September 1999. It's not going to be as long as the first one because there's a couple of subjects that I'm going to do briefly about the Undertaker's career in the WWE, which some of it's very important, so that will be its own separate video blog sometime in the near future. The last that I left off on the Undertaker, that he was buried alive at the In Your House Buried Alive pay-per-view in October of 1996. He came back the next month in November 1996 and kind of a gothic look at character, facing off against his nemesis Mankind at the Survivor Series, debuted a new look, and it was more scary looking. And the Undertaker beat Mankind, but interference by the Executioner, who was played by Terry Bam Bam Gordy. And the next month at In Your House It's Time, the Executioner faced off against the Undertaker in Falls Count Anywhere. In this match, it was dominated by the Undertaker. He beat the Executioner up, and the Executioner did not survive this one. And then into 1997, the Undertaker faced off against Vader in the Royal Rumble. Vader wins by interference by Paul Bearer, and Vader's now with Paul Bearer. The Undertaker gets mad. They choke slams the referee, and later on he's in the Royal Rumble matchup. he's one of the final men eliminated, with Stone Cold Steve Austin, who did it illegally. The storyline said that The Undertaker was fined for his money he made at the Royal Rumble because of choke slamming the referee, but that's a storyline. And then The Undertaker and Vader and Bret the Hitman Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin are in like a fatal four-way for the WWE title, which was vacated at the In Your House pay-per-view in February 1997 because Shawn Michaels had it forfeited because he lost his smile. That's bullshit. And it was an awesome Final Four match, and Taker looked real good at this. They were making, the WWE was building up as a serious contender now, instead of the goofy looking gimmick he was in for years. At WrestleMania 13, The Undertaker faced off against Psycho Sid for the WWE Championship, and it was one of the worst main events in WrestleMania history. The Undertaker went old school, back to his original look when he first came to the WWE. He beat Psycho Sid 1, 2, 3 to get a second reign as the WWE champion, and The Undertaker had a 4.5-month title reign for this one. He had matches with Mankind and Stone Cold Steve Austin, and then Farouk and Vader, and also he had other matches with Bret the Hitman Hart on house shows. It was a decent run for The Undertaker as WWE champion, and he lost it at SummerSlam 1997 to Bret the Hitman Hart. It was a special stipulation. If Bret the Hitman Hart lost, he would never wrestle in the United States again. And Shawn Michaels was the special guest referee for this one. And Shawn Michaels accidentally hit The Undertaker, and Shawn Michaels had to make the count 1, 2, 3. This was to turn Shawn Michaels heel and get into a feud with The Undertaker, and they have about a 2-month feud all over television. It was pretty good. Shawn Michaels and Triple H helped them attack The Undertaker on Raw, and they had a match at In Your House Ground Zero, which was like a double disqualification. They had everybody come out. It was awesome. And they construct a new steel cage called Hell in a Cell, and it happened at Bad Blood in Your House, October 5th, 1997. It was one of the most best Hell in a Cell matches of all time. It's the first one, but then Kane, who Paul Bearer was talking about over the summer for The Undertaker, makes his appearance, and Vince McMahon says, "That's gotta be Kane, that's gotta be Kane." Kane comes in, gives The Undertaker its tombstone, and boom. Next 2 months, The Undertaker's not on television that much. He faced off against Jeff Jarrett at In Your House DX, and in December 1997, but Kane interfered in that one. And then at Royal Rumble 1998, The Undertaker was facing off against Shawn Michaels in a casket match for the WWE title, and it was an awesome casket match. Somewhere in this match, Shawn Michaels suffers an injury with his back that ends his career temporarily after WrestleMania 14, and they had the New Age laws and the Los Barricos come down and try to attack The Undertaker. Well, Shawn Michaels in the casket, and then Kane comes out because somehow Kane and The Undertaker were on the same side. But after Kane and The Undertaker clear off the heels, Kane beats up on The Undertaker and it throws him in the casket. And Shawn Michaels retains the WWE title, and then Paul Bearer and Kane come out and light the casket on fire. And then The Undertaker was gone for about 6 weeks, but then he returns a few weeks before WrestleMania to challenge Kane, because the storyline said that The Undertaker wasn't supposed to didn't want to wrestle Kane. That's going to be a future video blog. I'm sitting on that because I'm going to just some highlights of this feud. The Undertaker beats Kane at WrestleMania 14, and then beats him in an Inferno match at the next In Your House pay-per-view. And then the Kane feud goes throughout the spring and summer months, and the Undertaker starts shooting his mouth. He's talking more, and he's like getting involved in a Stone Cold Vince McMahon feud. And then he goes into another feud with Mick Foley, Mankind, and they have another Hell in a Cell match. And this one is at King of the Ring 1998. The Undertaker gave Mankind a big bump. Was one of the most famous bumps in professional wrestling history. And Jim Ross says, "Enough's enough. Will somebody stop the damn match?" It was Jim Ross's commentary was $1 million. The Undertaker beats Mankind in the Hell in the Cell match. And then at the next In Your House was the Undertaker teaming with Stone Cold Steve Austin to face off against Mankind and Kane, and they became WWE Tag Team Champions, but they dropped it then a couple weeks later to Mankind and Kane. And the Undertaker and Stone Cold were having a feud over the WWE title that happened at SummerSlam 1998. And finally, Kane and Undertaker joined forces again. This time, the Undertaker turns heel, and he faces off against Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold Steve Austin beats the Undertaker, gives him the stunner, 1, 2, 3, and then afterwards, the Undertaker gives Stone Cold the belt as a sign of respect. Originally, the plan was to have Stone Cold and the Undertaker drink beers, but that was next. And then the Undertaker and Kane continued to feud with Stone Cold Steve Austin at In Your House Breakdown. They faced off against Stone Cold Steve Austin for the WWE title, but with a special stipulation that Kane could not pin the Undertaker, and the Undertaker couldn't pin Kane for the WWE title. And Vince McMahon said that if anybody helped out Stone Cold Steve Austin, anybody in the back or anybody who came out on the streets, that Stone Cold would be stripped of the WWE title immediately. And then the ending of this match at Breakdown had The Undertaker and Stone Cold Steve Austin beat The Undertaker and Kane chokeslam Stone Cold Steve Austin. Referee count 1, 2, 3, and then Vince McMahon runs with the belt. He was supposed to award it to either Kane or The Undertaker in the next night on Raw, but Stone Cold with the Zamboni comes down and beats Vince McMahon up. And then afterwards, Vince McMahon says that Kane and The Undertaker don't deserve the WWE title because they didn't help him. And then they had to fight each other for the belt at the next pay-per-view. Nothing was settled at that match. Undertaker rejoins Paul Bearer, and Kane turns face, and Kane and the Undertaker still have a feud. Undertaker was in a tournament for the WWE title at at Survivor Series 1998. He lost in the tournament to The Rock, and the Undertaker continues feud with Stone Cold, and then they have a Buried Alive match at In Your House, December 1998. Stone Cold won that. Undertaker took a couple weeks off, but he came back, and he was like a cult-like leader for a group called the Ministry of Darkness, which included the Acolytes and Viscera and like Midian. Eventually the Brood was in it, and this cult was to stalk Vince McMahon and Stephanie McMahon, and it was one of the darkest periods in the Undertaker's character. And like at WrestleMania 15, The Undertaker lifts up, beats the Big Boss Man in Hell in a Cell, and the Ministry of Darkness help him, and the Big Boss Man is up on noose, could have been killed. And then like The Undertaker over the spring and summer months feuded with Ken Shamrock. He beat Stone Cold Steve Austin for the WWE title. It was revealed, and then eventually the Ministry of Darkness and the corporation reform merged together as a corporate ministry, and it was a plan all along. Now I'll get to that on a future video blog for the corporate ministry. Like this was when The Undertaker was one of the most hated wrestlers in WWE. And then The Undertaker beats The Rock at King of the Ring 1999, but the next night on Raw, he loses the WWE title back to Stone Cold Steve Austin. And they have a First Blood match at the July 1999 pay-per-view, and special stipulation: if Vince McMahon lost, he would never appear on WWE TV again. And Stone Cold won that match, beating The Undertaker with interference by X-Pac. So like that was the corporate ministry was like buried after that. And then The Undertaker teams with The Big Show, and they form an alliance, and they win the WWE tag team titles a couple of times over the summer of 1999. But The Undertaker was battling many injuries during this time period, and in September of 1999 he ended this run as the updated version of The Undertaker to heal injuries. And this Undertaker run was, the changing characters. They had to refresh it, and he turned face to heel. But the fans always cheered The Undertaker during this time period, no matter what, because I think they respected him for all the years he was in the business. He was becoming a WWE legend. And probably later on this week, I'm going to get into more detail about the Kane Undertaker feud and Ministry of Darkness / corporate ministry, because I didn't want to hog up this video blog with this stuff, and it's going to be real interesting. I'll be back tomorrow. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google Plus with 3 more video blogs. Back to the 3. First video blog will be about former WWE diva Stacy Keibler. The personality profiles are back after a 4-day Thanksgiving vacation. Second video blog will be about Leafs TV, over-the-air television, a cable network in Ontario, Canada that covers the Toronto Maple Leafs. And the third and final video blog of the night is about my take if college athletes should get a pay. And like I always say, keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Penn guy. Molly Roseblood, WCCO, Roxanne has nice legs. Elizabeth Hart, so stunning, she's the best. Amy Sweezy's awesome Amy. Then the Church of WPIX, Channel 11, New York, such a rocking cool. Got the best legs in New York City, Bahanan. Bobby Gibbs of ABC 11 has a sweet 7 accents, best legs in Raleigh, North Carolina. And Ren Claire of WHDH, Channel 7, weekday morning meteorologist. So sweet, got the best legs in Boston. And in the words Dickie Ackroyd, unit director of the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Berwick, and more the merrier. And in the meantime, and in between time, that's another edition of the RVBN video blogs. Good night, everybody, and sweet dreams.